Day Riders, we were looking at John chapter 6, verse 66, and the moment where some that were following Jesus just called it quits. They just said it's not happening. We're going back to something we're comfortable with. And Mr. Chambers gets into the idea that uh, God calls us into things that seem impossible, that provide no evidence that it is correct, because we project the outcome and we predict the events that are going to occur, and we just say, what's the point? But we say, what's the point based on the standards of the world and not on the standards of God. So today's exercise is for those called to a path that seems odd, that seems like not normal from what God has called others. And Mr. Chambers gets into the idea that we are not to look at others, but we are to consider our mission that God has called us to and bring that to God. And here's the one of the outcomes from holding the line, that when you are through, when God is through with you, you will have learned to walk on fire. You will have learned how to walk through the fire and not be distracted. The enemies of God don't quit, and they will be hounding you with the idea that there is friendly fire that you have to deal with, that you are just way out there, and it can't possibly be God's calling for you to do what you believe God is calling you to do. And hopefully you've brought that to God and made sure that God is calling you to do that thing. And there are certain constraints, to be sure that it is God calling you, but nobody can judge that. It's only yours to know. So really, that's the keynote on the ways of truth and light, that you only have one source to verify and confirm, and that is Jesus through the Holy Spirit. Go to God with it, and be at peace with that. Your Father in heaven is tooling you, and who knows how you're going to be used for good. Till we write again, keep the rubber between the lines.